know I give it all I got. Wanna walk, talk the talk, take it higher, that's a God. Never stopping, that's a must. Always winning.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This will be taken short.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Set! Black 30! 536! Bring it! Bring it!
The first carry for the legend, it's Bo Jackson. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd down, this is Jackson. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. And he will take this all the way down to the Packers' 32-yard line. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go.
Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Check 26. Check 26. Go. Go. Tighten up. Tighten up.
On 2nd down now, it's Jackson. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 23.
Snicker.
On 3rd down, here's Bo. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
It's 4th down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. They run on first down with Jackson. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. In on the stop, the safety, Troy Apke.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Jack 16. 61, matchbox, light. Bravo. Check, 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 check.
And that'll set them back 5.
Start, like 80.
Tackle.
On second down, it's Jackson. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5.
That's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 5.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
Hey, Orbit. No spacing. Check 55, Mike. On the ball.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. On second down now, Pollard. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On third down, Pollard. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
Alert, alert! Hey, exit! Hey!
On second down, it's Jackson. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
You ain't got nothing! Hey, 2! 3-2!
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Looking deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Hey, Haywood! Watch the screen, watch the screen! Middle. Let's go,
Here we go on fourth down with Roethlisberger. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. He's got a first down and more inside the 30 and down to the 29-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Hey, Alpha. No spacing. Black.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And it's incomplete.
Roethlisberger's pass. Thrown away and incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. They run with Jackson out of the gun. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Boswell's kick is good, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play. And play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity, nothing big happened, but then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
On 2nd down now, Pollard into the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
On 3rd down, Pollard. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. On 1st down, Pollard. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. First carry for the fullback, Aaron Ripkowski. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, Pollard. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
That's it. Big hit.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken very short. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Gonna run again here with Pollard. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Champ Bailey, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Block 80! Exit! Easy. Hey, wahoo! Switch gears. Slam! Hey! Block it!
On 2nd and 11 now. Roethlisberger. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
When you're in man coverage, you have help over the top, you become a much more confident defender. Trail the receiver and know that someone over the top can make a play, and that's exactly what happened here. The free safety coming up with the interception.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Watch the whip.
Here's Pollard again. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
Hey, box truck.
Rodgers now to throw on third down. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Lawrence Taylor in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fielded just inside the 30. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Here we go. Black 80. Watch the pass. Jack 16. Kill. Switch. You gon' take. Alert. You got take. Smooth. Check 43. These 2.
They'll run on first down. Jackson broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Quarter.
They run again with Jackson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Check. Middle. Check. No spacing. Hey, 55. Mike 55.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll hit Jackson, complete. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
34 yards there and a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try the ground game with Jackson. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
6-8, Charlie.
They'll try and run for it with Bo. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
On 3rd down, this is Jackson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. And Boswell's kick is good. And the lead will increase to 6 now. It's 9-3. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Watch Mike. Watch the run. Say. Hey, check 26. Hey, Mike 52. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Here, Mike. Buzz. Bang.
From the 29, Rodgers. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
That's good for the Packers. First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
319. Watch the curls. Jim. 319.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
15 more yards.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go for it. Let's go.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run with Pollard. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Defense, let's go. Check three. Get 300. Get 300. He's coming. Double up. He's coming, double up. 26. Plant. Go. Hey. High 7. Fresno.
Back to throw. They complete it to Hill. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Boom. Back two. All day, punt. No. Check that. We're gonna box it. Watch the slant. Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. Hey, check.
They'll run forward with Pollard. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. Now a give right side with Pollard. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And now there's a scooped up by the 49ers. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Good job, D.
Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, did that?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule.